Hey y'all, it's Natalie and I'm playing along with my friend Jennifer today doing acrylic stash bust, and I am busting into my new products from Emily Moore Designs. I'm going to use the vertical pocket die, and I'm going to scrapbook a double page spread in my travel album, and I'm going to use the Sunrise acrylic piece that I got from Not Just for Boys Kit Club. And I'm pairing it with the Wanderlust Explorer collection by 49 Market. So I'm doing two outside the page protector pages in an 8x8 album, but they're not going to be full size 8x8. They're going to just kind of be like whimsically stuck in between two larger pages. So I'm cutting down this 6x8 paper to be 4 inches across, I think, is the exact size of the pocket. And then you see me have a piece of acrylic there. I'm going to stick it down to the background paper on the side that I want to go into the holes. Because I want these to be outside the page protector, they had to have a way to be stuck into the binder rings, and I didn't want to use paper because over time when you're like flipping the pages, the paper could rip or something, and so using acrylic is a little bit sturdier. So I just cut a strip and I put it down the side. And so once I add a page on the back, it'll kind of sandwich it. You won't be able to see the tape or anything, but and it will be nice and sturdy in my album. And then I use that same red tape to stick down the tabs of the new vertical pocket die from Emily Moore Designs. And then there is a picture of my of the sunset at Zabriskie Point. So I'm going to use this Simple Stories paper. I'm going to cut it down. It matches really well to that sunrise paper, which is from the Prima Golden Desert collection. And this is the Simple Vintage Woodlands collection. The pink one is the background paper from that. I'm also taking and making a couple photo strips to stick in the pocket. And then I'll have the one sunset picture on the left. I'm going to do the same treatment on that paper with the acrylic strip, because I want it to be outside the page protector as well. I'm finally using one of those floral pieces from the Wanderlust Explorer collection. I think they're like magnolia flowers. Maybe not, but that's kind of what they look like to me. And I wanted to incorporate this fossilized amber color. Since the word sunrise is that color, I didn't want it to kind of look random because there's not that color in any of the papers that I'm using. So I'm using fossilized amber to ink up the edges of all the papers, and I'll also use it to mimic the title on the opposite page from where I'm putting the acrylic piece. So I'm going to put that acetate down on the side of this pink paper, so I will punch holes in that as well, and I'll have two spread open pages facing each other, which will be stuck in the holes of my binder. I had to make sure that I was putting the strip of acetate on the right side so that the two pieces are facing one another. Excuse me. This is a little hop that I do with my friends. Today, Jennifer Kane is joining in, so I'm going to link down below to her page as well. So go check out what video she created. I pulled out the laser cut die cuts from Wanderlust Explorer. I love these things. And I think about using that border piece, but it was longer than my paper. It's like 6x8, I think. So I decided to pull out a different one that has maybe some oranges and maybe a little bit of a yellow tint to kind of go with the warming up trend of the yellows that I'm trying to put in. And then that acrylic rub-on piece is from 49 Market's Starlight collection. So I'm going to put that up at the top corner. Kind of, it's like a celestial theme. And then I have a piece that I took off the sheet that has some words. And then I stuck the photo down on some white cardstock and inked up those edges. If you ever go to Death Valley, Zabriskie Point, it's beautiful, but a sunrise is for sure it, right? You can go back to bed later, but it's worth it. It's worth getting up early. So there I am doing the rub on, and then I'm going to go in with some more florals. And some tiny alphas. So you see I got the same kind of color, this fossilized amber type of color, mustard yellow, if you will, in these Pink Fresh Studio mini puffy alphas. And I put the word Zabriskie at the top of the photo. And I think I want to do a really big photo of like one of the best sunset pictures that I took, like a full size, like an 8x8, or maybe even, it sounds crazy, but like an 8x16. So like do 2 pages and do them on either the back side of this pink spread, so you can kind of see the whole landscape behind. I think that's the idea, but I didn't have enough ink in my printer to print all that tonight. And then I used the little arrow to point down at the photo, and I'm going to add a few more of those florals around. I'm going to put a few under the opposite on the pocket, where I'm going to put the acrylic piece also. And then when I was looking through, I don't know, something, I had this other chevron paper, like just a scrap of the chevron, fall out, and it was just laying there. And then I had the idea, okay, maybe I need to like fussy cut the chevrons to match that one die cut and add a little bit more, because over there by the sunrise photo, it's kind of looking a little blank on the right side. So you'll see me do that in a minute. I'm using my Nuvo adhesive to adhere down the acrylic piece, and it's clear, but the acrylic piece is, and I was a little bit concerned, but that Nuvo, it dried clear and it looks great and you can't even tell. I'm going in and adding another rub-on. I love 49 Market rub-ons, and so adding that little warmth of brown up there at the top, and also that's the place we were, right? We were at Zabriskie, so putting a little geotag is perfect. So there's where I fussy cut those chevrons, and I'm going to kind of place them in that negative space I have over there, and they're going to overlap the transparency, which I think is fun. My binder is only 2 rings, so it's not in the area of where I'm going to punch the holes or anything. So I just put some florals around it to kind of mimic the die cut, and I think we're going to call it a layout. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I actually really love it. So here's some close-up photos. I'm going to link below with a cherry on top link, with a link to Emily Morris Designs, where you can get this lovely vertical pocket die. And if you use my code NAT10, you can get 10% off your order. And let me know if you have any questions. I'll throw some affiliate links for a cherry on top if any of these products are still in stock over there as well. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye.